Hey, howdy ho, everyone. My name is CL, and welcome to November. Nope, it's October. Spooky booky. But specifically, actually, today is my 2-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. Um, last year I celebrated it like 2 days before my actual anniversary, which is October 1st. But I didn't have enough time to actually set up a pre-stream for my anniversary, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it now since I don't actually have that much to talk about. I'm still planning on doing some spooky boogie content. I'm going to be playing some scary games in a minute, but I do want to spend a little bit of the time talking about my last year of streaming, or my lack of last year of streaming, my little bit of streaming in the last year. Also, I'm not sure how my audio sounds or how my visuals look. I haven't used this camera in months when it comes to streaming, so I do feel like it might be a little laggy. I was noticing that earlier, but either way, I got these guys here. I got Mr. Jack over here and the little spooky gamer skeleton from last year, and I bought this funny guy over there. I would turn them on, they'd move, they're pretty funny, but I don't want to set up. I like the spooky guys in the background. I also do have this guy, but I for preparatory hot chocolate that I'll probably make in the future, but I didn't make one this time around. My throat hurts a little bit, so don't expect me to be super loud. My throat's been kind of hurting the last few days because I've been like overextending myself and yelling a lot. I had a very exhausting day yesterday. Really fun and really good day, but I yelled and was very excited, so I woke up really tired today. That's why the stream is a little loud. Whatchamacallit, I'm gonna put this guy okay. Whatchamacallit. Well, I mean, the stream isn't necessarily a little late because I never really exactly set up a time. But after this, I probably will set up times for all the upcoming spooky boogie streams that I'll be doing in the following week and so forth. So, whatchamacallit. But also, it's a little later than I wanted it to be because I had someone over and I was helping them with their homework, and I was tired. You can't fool me. Yeah, I can. I can fool you. But mostly, I wanted to do the exact same thing I did last year, where I want to go ahead and go over the few streams that I did last year for my 1-year anniversary on here. God, my face. I had a lot to talk about. I played a lot of games. I did a lot of things. So it was quite a bit of a long stream, but I don't think I'm going to have that much to talk about this time around since I barely streamed. So maybe 20-30 minutes of me talking about the last little bit. Who could be, who needs homework help, I wonder. We're listening, as always, my 3rd year in a row of listening to this music on stream, the relaxing autumn and fall video game music from Super Media All-Star. They released the 2nd one, and they actually just recently released a new one that I haven't listened to, so I'll probably be playing those throughout Spooky Boogie. But either way, 2 years streaming, which is crazy. We're about to start the 3rd year today specifically. The last year of streaming was a little iffy on me. I got kind of exhausted, and I'm gonna call it the Xenoblade phenomena here. Xenoblade really did tire me out, and I put my all into trying to keep Spooky Boogie going that year, and I think it actually turned out pretty good. I really liked how Spooky Boogie was last year, but going into that 2nd year streaming, I was so exhausted from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and stuff like that I wanted to take a break off of it and do less streams. I wanted to do 1 stream a week. I didn't do that. I basically barely did streams at all. Did the chat disappear? Oh god, did I do something? It did disappear on screen. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh, that's super weird. It's on this screen here, but when I transition over to the other one, we should have the same overlay system. It's not there. I wonder por qué. It should be the same settings. Oh boy, this is what happens when I don't stream for a long time. Everything goes wrong. Let me move over this way. And then I'm gonna go full face for a second and see if I can fix it. I can do a little fixing as a treat. Chat box. Twitch. Always show messages. Yes. The song sounds familiar. I think it's Xenoblade Chronicles or maybe Octopath. Let me check. It's Bravely Default, and neither. But I was close with Octopath, same people. I'm just gonna look it up. So give me a sec. Song sounds familiar. No, it's okay, honey. I mean, I'm trying to get this stuff figured out. Might as well be happening in the first stream, right? Instead of like later on. Whatchamacallit? I don't know what to do. I don't good with technical support. Why work here but no work over here? Why here? But when I move here, no work. Why no work here? Maybe I need to move it around a bit. Overlay, move it over. Oh, I did it! Nice! I don't know what that did. I literally just took the layer, I put it underneath the panel, and then I brought it back up, and it was fixed, baby! Oh yeah, by the way, infinite. Sorry. I probably shouldn't be showing my OBS. It's not like there's anything here that's all that important. But, oh, that's my background. But anyhow, let's stop wasting the time, and let's just talk about it a little bit. Like I was gonna say, whoa, what's going on here? Life just came in the way and things got a little difficult, so I didn't stream as much as I wanted to this last year, but I do have a few videos that I do want to talk about. I wanted to actually just mostly talk about last year's Spooky Boogie, which I enjoyed a lot, and it made me look super forward to this year's Spooky Boogie. So let's just talk about it a little bit, you know? I played quite a bit of games. The ones that are the most memorable in my mind are Inscriptions, Fears to the Fathom, the Chinchilla games. God, I love Who's Lila. I loved a lot of these games actually. And I mean, I can't say that I disliked any of these games. Every single game here I really did like, and I think about a lot from time to time, but I do remember specifically on the time. Inscription, Who's Lila, man, God, I loved Nobody's Home and Halloween After Special, specifically Halloween After Special, even though it was kind of a weird little tech demo. I had so much fun playing it and commentating over it. I actively remember like going on tirades about the goddamn Mac Tonight character from the McDonald's commercials in it, and I remember Jin being there and Sao being there and Nia being there and just kind of chatting about it, and every once in a while I get a memory about that, and it just feels good. It's a nice memory. And I did find out recently that Mr. Oates actually has come out with a bit of a sequel or like a next chapter in this like Halloween After Special thing. It's called like Holiday After Special. And it has the same characters. It's the kind of similar like vibe to it, and I'm really excited to play that. It's only out for patron only people, which I am a patron, but I'm not going to stream it unless it like officially comes out, because I don't want to do that. But when that does happen, I am very excited for that to happen, because it's a good game, and I had a lot of fun playing that last time, and I just kind of want to experience those vibes again. I'm really excited for Spooky Boogie this year. I'm really excited to play a lot of things. I have like conditioned myself. I was talking about this. I mean, you've both heard me say this, but I've like essentially in my years of doing Spooky Boogie on this channel, on Twitch, and on my previous YouTube channel, I've like conditioned myself to love spooky things, and like I get all nostalgic and like weirdly like comfortable or comfortable whenever I think about like spooky things. I had this like story. I think I was over at Jin's house and I was on TikTok, and I was scrolling down and there was like a funny little meme where the meme was you scrolled on a slideshow based TikTok, like spooky images of those kind of like iconic internety like pictures, images that you would find on Twitter or Facebook or something, where it's like a normal landscape and then there's like a spooky little character in the background or like a spooky little being, and it's Like kind of thing that as a kid would like really scare me, and it would make me feel and I frustrated, and I would look away as soon as possible. But because of all the years of me doing Spooky Boogie, like scary stuff like that has become comfortable. Like it's still scary, but it's like I look at it and it makes me think of this time of year. It makes me think about playing games at night, and it makes me think about like it makes me think about the only time of year where I get to be a gamer, which is a weird thing to say, but like I really like don't play as many video games as I would like to. I'm a very busy person these days. I have a job and life and a lot of things like that, and also I keep up with a lot of things like television shows and things like that. So like I don't play as large of a variety of video games as I would like to, but during the October I get to play a very specific kind of game, so much of it too, and it just feels so it just feels so good. I really like it. I'm not gonna talk about that because that's not true, but let's just go through it by one. Inside, great game. I had a really good time with it. Just a nice 4-hour experience where I got to come in and enjoy a beautiful side-scrolling little piece of indie game, like masterpiece that was just so fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I had some like troubles with it that I kind of do remember, with the water sections and stuff like that, and some of the scariness leaving throughout it. And I remember discussing its like open-ended nature a lot. Weren't they making another game, the Inside people? I do remember that. But either way, Midnight Scenes, which I heard there's like 2 new ones, which is, or maybe 1 new one, I'm not sure. But Midnight Scenes was really fun. It had those 2 episodes of the very Twilight Zone inspired like episodic nature of really short games, but then it had that 3rd one about the cabin or whatever that was really good, and I'm really excited to play the upcoming the ones that have come out in the last year or so. I think it's 1 or it might be 2, but I know there for sure is 1. But I really enjoyed Midnight Scenes. And Inscryption, what can I say, man? I loved Inscryption. What an Inscryption is my favorite kind of spooky game. It's not overly spooky. I do like games that are pretty spooky. I do like enjoy an actual, real, kind of cheap, spooky horror game. But Inscryption is my favorite kind of lore-based, actually incredible gameplay with a super fun story that not only has like layers of like depth, where like you can enjoy it from the perspective of finding out a mystery that you're playing through, but also there's like the ARG aspect that we spent a bunch of time, like 3 hours after I played this game, talking about. It was just so fun. Yeah, like Jin just said, 3 hours afterwards looking for an ARG. There's just so many layers of fun lore that I really enjoy about Inscryption. And as a whole, it's just a really good game. It's a really fun battle, like card game battle game that I just really enjoy. Fierce to the Fathom. Oh boy, those were fun. And I think a new one has come out since. A 3rd one has come out since. And I believe, since I follow the creator, they alluded to a 4th one coming out this month. So if that does happen, I'm gonna try to see if I can lump those both on one day, on a single day Spooky Boogie thing. But Fierce to the Fathom was really fun. Analog based horror, which everything is these days, but in a really fun PS1 kind of fashion, and with kind of cheap jump scares, but like just like maybe a bit of a masterclass in that kind of cheap horror, you know, which I'm okay with because I really enjoy it. With Chilla's art stuff over here, which I also enjoyed a lot, specifically this one, Closing Shift, which I might actually replay this year because I enjoyed it so much, and I am of course going to be playing a few other Chilla games this year, but the ones that have come out and a few that Jin has told me about. But whatchamacallit, it's similar to Fierce to the Fathom, where it is somewhat cheap, very jump scary horror, but there's like this like surreal creepiness to it, very Japanese creepiness to it, that makes it so much fun to play. Specifically the 2nd one I liked a lot. This one was a lot of fun too, and I was really scared playing it, but this is the good stuff. Maybe I'm excited to play this again. Being a barista, Jin was alluding to it earlier, but I work at a coffee shop now, and I can't really say that whatchamacallit, that the closing shift helped me get that job, but I could maybe theoretically say, why do I always struggle saying that word, theoretically say that mixing things and memorizing recipes in this game kind of did prep me a little bit for my goddamn stupid coffee job, you know. Pound was fun. I had a lot of fun with Pound, but it's a pretty old RPG horror game that has a lot of cult legacy to it, so it was really exciting to sit down and like experience that for the first time, even though it's a pretty old game. It has a lot of charm to it, and I think I am gonna play a few more RPG Maker games this year. But I like Pound. The charm's fun. I haven't played too many RPG Maker games in my life, but I do like kind of admire them because they're very influential these days. And Pound is a pretty classic one, you know. So it was really fun to play that. I like Gary. He was funny. I like Pound. I like Mary, and I had a good time. Are we gonna do RPG Makers this year? Yeah, probably a few. Who's Lila? Oh boy, I can talk about Who's Lila forever. But whatchamacallit? A super fun game with a weird like A or G style gameplay to it, where it would actively have you look things up on the internet so you can interact with stuff in the game. And I've never seen another game do that to that level. I wish there was a game that was entirely that. I want a game that is entirely that. That sounds so cool, and I would love to play the heck out of that. I'm sure they exist, but Who's Lila was so much fun with that. It had a super eerie fun story, and I really like its visuals. It was a good time. Search Party was only one of a few what was the studio? I forgot. I'm probably gonna play a few more of their games. I'm sure Jin will be able to tell me, but whatever the people who made this game, published this game, it was super fun. Somewhat classic feeling top-down game with a fun little gameplay and little wacky shenanigans, and the fun level of little horror that I enjoyed. Subway Midnight, I really did like a lot. Puppet Combo, or their publisher. Yeah, thank you. But whatchamacallit? Subway Midnight I had a lot of fun with. Subway Midnight was a good game. I don't remember too much about it. Well, yes I do. I do remember like a lot, but like I don't remember too much about it being extremely like super like it didn't attach to me that much. I didn't like fall in love with the game, but I do love its aesthetic. I think it's a gorgeous game that I love its feel, and I do think about its feel and its aesthetic a lot, even though the game itself is a fine kind of walking sim, but it's okay. I don't have anything against those kind of things. It's just a really pretty game, and I had a lot of fun playing it, you know. I hope this publisher, this creator, is just one person. I hope this one person makes more games, because I really do like their aesthetic and I like the art. And I'm still hoping for Subway Midnight to maybe get a physical release. Who knows if that'll happen, but if it does, I'm definitely gonna buy it. Oats always delivers. I like Nobody's Home a lot, but like I specifically already said, Halloween After Special was so much fun. I just love playing. I love the aesthetic. I love the idea of it. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm very excited to play the new version of that. Faith is the second year in a row that I play Faith. I replayed chapter 1 and 2, and played a little bit of chapter 3. Did I play chapter 3? Yes, I did. I played all of chapter 3 on here. I honestly, like, I love Faith, and they're super fun games, and they're super memorable. And Faith 4 might be happening because of a tweet or something. The only thing, honestly, that I remember about Faith the most now is the incredibly cryptid, like, secret ending unlockable requirements, and it's annoyingly difficult final boss. And I'm bad at the video game. Detention is a great game. Gary loves me, but Detention was a really great game. I had a lot of fun playing this one. This was nice little variations-inspired horror with a really cool history to it, which I enjoyed because it was just kind of fun to play a game that has a genuine historical basis around it, and it was fun learning it throughout the case of the story, throughout the story of this game. And specifically, I do I don't want to spoil or anything, but like the story of this girl is really kind of messed up, and I think about it from time to time because it's the kind of uncomfortable stuff that like I don't like too much, that I do like, but like I don't like feeling it is what I'm getting at. In South Mine, I played that for way too long, but I did enjoy it. It was a fun Unreal Engine type game, first person, somewhat generic feeling, but with a fun concept. I have heard people talk about the way that it like fetishizes or mischaracterizes mental health, which I kind of agree with. I think I talked about that when I played the game back then, but whatchamacallit. But I don't know. I still like its charm, and I feel like the game completely goes out of the rails like after the first chapter, and it's a pretty silly game with fun. Whatchamacallit. With fun. Music by The Living Tombstone. That's what I'm always gonna remember it. I can talk about BB forever. I can talk about Of the Killers over here forever. There's a few more that I think have come out, like at least 2 that have come out since then. Maybe 1, I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna once again play all of these on one day this year because it's just a spooky boogie staple and I have a lot of fun doing it. So not much to say there. I just really enjoy those games. They keep getting better and better. As a game designer, the creator, whose name I forget, Garments District, I think, keeps getting better and better. And they lose some of their weird liminal feel that I really enjoyed from the first games, but they become a little more cookier and a lot more fun. Overwatch. We're not talking about Overwatch. And then I played more Faith, which is fine. And then I did the thing where I ranked all the things, which I probably do again this year. And then I just played Splatoon literally for the entire rest of the year. The upcoming 11 months, all I did was play Splatoon. We did Splatfest, Bigron, Splatfest, Nintendo Direct, Splatfest, a little bit of just random Splatoon for the fresh season, Bigron, Love Life. I said happy holiday. Splatfest, extra work, and we skipped a few Splatfests because I got burned out from Splatoon. Oh, really? The person who made a short hike has a parking carver simulator? I love the short hike. I was probably gonna go back and talk about them in a minute. And then lastly, 3 weeks ago, I did do the Shiver vs. Fry vs. Big Man, which we just abysmally lost. But not as badly as Fry fans. I'm sorry, Fry fans. She deserves a win, the poor girl. But nobody out there even remotely thought that Shiver wasn't gonna win. Of course, Shiver was gonna take the W. She's the most popular character. She in both here and also overwhelmingly in Japan, and historically in Splatoon 3. She doesn't deserve it. She has a pretty design. I get it, but I don't know. I like Big Man. I like Fry. Doesn't matter. But either way, that was mostly the year, and the reason that was is because I didn't want to play other games, but I just got really busy. I got a job, and I also got a little really depressed for a lot of those years, but I'm actually doing pretty good now, since I've gotten my new job for the last 4 months or whatever, 3.5 months or so. My spirits have been lifting. I also had a really wonderful day yesterday, so I'm also like kind of in a good mood in general. But as a whole, I do kind of regret not streaming as much as I want to. I really do enjoy streaming a lot. I have a lot of fun doing it. I have a lot of fun meeting people here. I have a lot of fun playing games and talking through them and making memories like this. It just means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it, and I like it a lot. And it kind of bummed me out that I wasn't able to do it so much, because even if we go back to the first year of my first year of Twitch here, even in the hell that was Xenoblade Chronicles 2, even in the big downward spiral that was for me, I still really enjoyed a lot of that. Heidi Mango, how we doing? Happy second. Thank you, Han. I hope you're doing all right, darling. I hope you're feeling better from yesterday. We went to a concert, and I'm still a little exhausted by it. My throat doesn't hurt as much as it did yesterday, but it's still a little... But either way, like I was getting at, man, Xenoblade Chronicles was just such an incredible experience. All that other stuff. Capitalism. Whatchamacallit. I really just miss it. I'm a little bummed out that it's in this previous year, the second year of streaming. I didn't do it as much as I wanted to. I played a lot of Splatoon. I met some cool people, and I met some other cool streamers throughout that time, but as a whole, I just wish I could have streamed a little more. Even if it wasn't the 3 times a week stream that I was doing in my first year, I wish I could have done, at least a stream a week. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for. I'm going to be very busy this spooky boogie, mostly because I have a job and because I have a few events and a few other things that I have to get a hold of. But I also want to stream a lot. I want to stream quite a bit. So for this next upcoming week, I think I have 5 streams set up. 1, 2, 3, or 5. Yeah, I think it's 5. I think I have 5 streams set up in the upcoming week for different spooky games. I haven't made a schedule for it yet, but I will put that up after the stream is over. Whatchamacallit. But after Spooky Boogie is over, I do want to do a little more streaming. I want to get back into it because I really do enjoy it, even if it's just Sao and Jin and the occasional other person here. I really do just enjoy the act of streaming, even if it doesn't necessarily mean that like people are watching or anything like that, which sometimes tends to bum me out, but it depends on my mood. But as a whole, I really just do enjoy streaming and doing the little funny games and doing all the little stuff like that. But yeah, that's 2 years to stream down. I'm getting old. I have wrinkles now. I'm pretty sad about it. I had a conversation with a few of my friends recently. I had a conversation with Mango actually recently about wrinkles and how I have them. You probably can't see them through the camera, but goddamn, I have like a few little wrinkles there, and they're noticeable, and I can't do anything about them. And goddamn, I'm getting old. And it's been 2 years since I've been streaming. 2 years on Twitch. That's so long. It feels like I just started not that long ago. Oh boy, I'm going crazy. Wait, other way. Whatchamacallit. Let's transfer over, and I think I'll do a little ending sequence here, and we'll transfer over to spooky territory, just a little cheeky little spooky territory, so we can actually play a spooky game tonight. Just a short one. I'm doing Limbo tonight. I was originally going to do Oxenfree when I was going to stream earlier today, but like I said, I spend the day helping someone do homework. But whatchamacallit. I'm going to do Limbo instead because Limbo is like a 2 to 3 hour game. 3 to 4 at most, and I could definitely play that for the rest of the day and go to bed at a decent normal time and not be crazy. But if I played Oxenfree, that's more like a 7-hour game. I'm gonna push that to the next streaming day, which will be Monday, Tuesday. So that's the 3rd of October. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but it is what it is. But either way, as a whole, this last year's streaming, a little iffy, but as a whole, in my life, I really did enjoy the last year. And I'm kind of excited to jump a little bit back to it. I want to jump into it heavily for Spooky Boogie because Spooky Boogie means a lot to me, and I look forward to it quite a bit. So give me a quick second. I'm going to set up the spookies, and I'll be right back. Ooh, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Oh, I'll keep talking. I'll keep talking because I need to move some things around because I'm a dumb idiot. Ooh, this is highly professional of me. Video games are pretty cool. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whatchamacallit. I just gotta transfer over the assets now, but I don't really. I laid these out kind of badly. Which means that I need to figure out what each one of these things are. That's the spooky guy. Or this guy. That guy's fine. No, not that guy. Oh, well, no, that guy could stay. Not that guy, though. That guy can stay as well. Where is that? Do I need to move? Oh, hey, I'm a dummy. I'm not even looking at the right thing. Is it this? Man, this is what happens when I don't stream for this long. I don't remember how to do nothing. What the heck is a OBS? How does it work? What do all these menus mean? Why the menu be like that? So that's that. This is a JPEG. Ignore me as I try to figure out how to make this work. Is it? All right, you know what? Let's turn everything off. Let's make that work. If we turn everything off, if everybody has superpowers, nobody does. How about that guy? Nope. This guy? No, not Week of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Why the heck do I still have the Week of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 asset on here? Well, that's the chat. That's that. Ooh, I love this song. God damn, this song is so nostalgic for me. Why is that not working? I would put you on like a thingy while I figure this out, but I can't figure it out. I can't even find that anymore. Do I have any folders on here? I am destroying my assets. I am currently you know what?